Hello, everyone, and welcome to Formation the podcast. It's Nat and Al, and we are here sooner than we had have thought. But the pre-summer break to summer break has provided some very juicy storylines that we need to jump on top of.
Yes, and to discuss. So interesting.
So much to unpack.
It is, and it's nice because it does, fill that little gap that we have with
Yes.
a couple of weeks off.
We thought we were going to have a boring few weeks without racing, but no, it was not to be.
Not at all. Obviously, the massive bombshell of Christian Horner getting sacked from Red Bull, that was just
With immediate effect, might I add.
absolutely ruthless. So yeah, I think we'll discuss a few things. There's the team principal mix-up, a lot happening with the drivers still as well. So let's just jump right on in. What are your thoughts?
I couldn't believe Christian Horner, honestly. I thought if they were going to sack him, if it was actually going to happen, it would have happened last year when, Techgate was upon us, and it never
absolutely.
did. So I thought he's untouchable. He is the team, basically. And if you can't get rid of them when they're going through, so much scandal and workplace incidences, when can you get rid of them, really? So I just think the timing is really bizarre to me.
Yeah. And I think as it stands as well, we still haven't got all the detail.
No.
Will we ever?
I think it will come out because I don't see Christian going away quietly. I'm expecting a tell-all book, memoir, biography, something about his tenure at Red Bull because it was epic what he did
Absolutely.
with that
Yeah, without
team.
doubt.
And it is sad that he goes out like this. It's not a true reflection of his career as a whole. When we think of Christian Horner now, well, personally, the most positive things don't spring to mind. I don't have an amazing picture of him in my mind. So it is a bit sad that that's the way he's going to be remembered by a lot of people. Not everyone. That's obviously just my opinion. But yeah, just not the way you would want to go out, is it?
No, not at all. And I totally agree because I'm the exact same. And, in terms of his amazing career and all the things that he has successfully done at Red Bull, he has done an amazing job, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, unfortunately, all those little negative points are forefront and that's what he's left with. And so in saying that, like, what do we think about his future and what does it mean for him? Is he going to just chug along to another team? Will he transition maybe into a different motorsport category? Or is he going to do, who knows, business
Dancing with the Stars.
media,
I'm a celebrity, get me out of here. Jump on the plethora of celebrity reality shows that we have now and just retire. Who knows? No, I cannot see him just going back to his country estate and retiring. It doesn't fit the bill for me because he has gone out in such a negative way. Red Bull's not performing. He had all that drama. I think he's got something to prove.
He'll
He's
have a
gonna
bee in
come
his
back.
bonnet and
For
he'll
sure.
be like exactly what you just said. He'll have something to prove. He'll want to go to another team to show that I can build any team that I can go to.
Exactly. Like I built Red Bull up from the ground and I'm going to do it again and watch out, basically. I think that's what's going to happen, which we shall see. Apparently Alpine, if we believe the rumors, which I can't see Flavio and Christian kumbayaing. I don't know. Can you?
No, but I think, obviously, I think Flavio would absolutely respect everything that Christian's done in the sport and think that if that's the next best step for them as a team, then he would absolutely jump onto that. He's not someone that is, risk adverse.
No, exactly. Yeah, so I think it would be sad to just see him go down like this. He's still young, like his early 50s. He's got a lot of F1 years left in him. So hopefully he stays. And yeah, it would just be a nice little redemption story if he does. But time will tell.
Time will tell.
On the topic of Red Bull.
Wow, who is this new Red Bull?
Well, the sinking ship that is Red Bull. Do we think Max Verstappen is going to go down with the ship? Or is he going to jump on the life raft that is Mercedes at the moment? What do you think?
Massive talking point and gives me so much anxiety. Every time I open an article and I see Max's name, Toto's name, George's name, Mercedes, Red Bull, I'm just like,
I
Is
know,
the
I
day.
know. It's just, and then we saw all the, the flight path rumors and where's the ship docked and he got on his jet and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Like, Sardinia is a very popular holiday destination in the Mediterranean. So it could just be by coincidence.
Absolute coincidence, but really, like, come on. And as much as, everything in me wants to believe that it is not a thing, it's not happening, they can't possibly be making this decision. There's this little devil on my shoulder that's saying, "Elle, you're delusional. Like, it's
Yeah, like,
happening."
of course they are. Like, of
Of
course they've signed a
course they
contract.
are. Absolutely, they're signing Max. God, what's his name? His brother-in-law dropped it. Little
I know,
snuck that in. Like, God, it'll be a different story when Max is there next year. What?
I know.
What do
When the
you mean?
family's slipping up in the podcast, it's like
Yeah, extremely stressful. So,
family
obviously,
dinner's going to be awkward.
very awkward. Very awkward. Obviously, yeah, we don't know what's going to happen and when it's going to happen. But the one thing that is really worrying me out of all of this is, what about George?
So is that what you're saying? George is the one that's getting dropped if they do sign Max? It's definitely George. In no situation can you see.
Actually can see a situation where they're going to give Max a 2-year deal. They'll put Kimmy on the bench for 2 years or lease him out and keep both George and Max. That is my ideal situation.
Mm-hmm.
Because one, those two as teammates, bring it. Bring it
Fireworks.
on. And yeah, like, Kimmy's young. They can do that with Kimmy. Whether Toto would want to do that with Kimmy is a different story. There's just so many variables.
I know. And it's like, if they lease him, where are they leasing him to? There's not many
I don't
seats
know.
available.
Yeah.
But no, that would be the ideal situation. Max and George as teammates would just be an epic season. George is arguably, what, second best driver on the grid right now? It's so hard to know because he's winning races and he's not in the fastest car. Max is winning races. He's not in the fastest car. Like, yes, Oscar and Lando are doing an amazing job. They're winning there up the front, but they're in the fastest car. Like, they should be, and they should be winning every race, really, when you think about it.
Yeah.
So for Max and George to both be winning races as underdogs, they are driving the best they ever have, really, if you think about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which would just make for an epic season. But I just feel for Kimmy because I'm like, Toto fought tooth and nail to get his license early, put him in the car. He's just learning the team, back and forth with Bono to lease him out or bench him. And then what? Does Bono become Max Verstappen's engineer? Like, can you imagine? And then what, Max, seriously, could you imagine? Max joins Mercedes, Bono's his engineer, he wins the next drivers' championship with Mercedes and Bono. What? If someone hadn't even put that to thought last year, I would have been like, are you right in the head? Like, are you well? No way.
Is everything okay?
What is going on? It's just wild.
And I
I
love
just
it.
need
I love
answers.
every single second of it. But do you know what? I have years and years and years to give for feeling sorry for Kimmy, because there is no doubt, absolutely no doubt in my mind, in your mind, in so many other fans' minds, that Kimmy is going to be a world champion in his lifetime.
Yeah.
He's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
And he's shown that even in his rookie year. And so I just feel like, yeah, just bench him.
Oh my gosh. What are we even saying?
I know. But yeah, that's my ideal situation.
Mhm.
What if they do pull George out and it's Max and Kimmy? Then what happens to George? Because
You know
as you
what?
just said earlier, arguably one of the best drivers on the track right now.
Exactly. I think at the end of the day, Toto wants to get back to winning. His best chance at winning a constructors, a drivers, is to have both Max and George driving. Yes, Kimi is doing amazing, and he couldn't be doing any better. As a rookie, he's doing everything you would expect and more. But his chance of winning the constructors, you've got those three drivers to choose from. You're picking Max and you're picking George every day. But as you said, if he does drop George, I don't know about you, but those like American movies where there's the dad who's got his golden son that he has just raised to be a little clone version of himself that's learning the family business and growing up to be this golden boy. That is George and Toto's relationship for me.
I know. I cannot see any other relationship blooming like
No,
that.
George is mini Toto. He's like the protege of Toto Wolff at Mercedes. He is the poster boy child. Toto goes to dinner and I'm sure he brags about George. Like he's so kind, he's so this, he's so that. He's just that son in the
Mm,
family. So
mm, mm.
I don't know. I think if that does happen, if that's what happened, surely it's a straight swap. Red Bull, Mercedes, bam bam. Surely.
Yeah,
What do you think?
shit.
Where are
Shit.
you saying he's going?
Don't know. That's what I mean. I don't know. And I refuse to think that far because I'm in denial. I'm actually in denial about it. But who knows? It would make sense for it to be a straight swap to Red Bull. So let's say Max doesn't leave Red Bull.
Mm.
How do we feel about the new team principal and the difference that he is? They could not have picked a polar opposite to Christian Horner with Laurent.
I honestly think it's exactly what Red Bull does need.
I did a little bit of a dive into him just to get my head around what he brings because obviously he's been at Racing Bulls, but before then,
He was at Ferrari as
yes.
well.
So he was at
Yeah.
Ferrari, yeah, and he's got a very well-rounded background of experience in so many different areas of
Yeah.
sport, right? So he's got his engineering background. He was at the FIA as a safety director. He was at
He's been
Ferrari
team principal.
sporting director. He's been a team principal before, but he also brings such a different vibe.
He's nurturing.
He's nurturing. He's reserved, way more reserved than what Christian was. Christian was like, his leadership style was all things outspoken, more media savvy, very authoritative. Whereas, like, I think Laurent's more. Do we ever see him now? No. Have we seen him that much this year? Not really. So he's much more reserved and, yeah, as you said, great with like relationship building, collaborative, that kind of thing. Very low profile.
Like, look what he's done at Racing Bulls this year.
Exactly.
We've had that car up there battling with the big dogs at the front in
Yeah.
Q3 time and time again. If he can bring that team up, maybe he can bring Red Bull Racing back to former glory. Who knows?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
I think this is definitely, it's a new era for Red Bull because,
Mhm.
I mean, both new team principals are very much that same, have got that real calming aura about them, right?
Yeah.
And
exactly.
again, we don't know too much about Alan either, but from what we do know, he is also very calming, measured, like
Not impulsive.
not impulsive. They're both going to just have that same, like the same consistency in terms of calmness. And it's not
scandal-free.
what this team knows.
No.
And I think that's going to be also a super interesting dynamic if Max was to stay at Red Bull between Max and Laurent because, Max is quite fiery and the calm and the fire and it's like, how is that going to work?
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, it'll be,
Watch this space.
watch this space. So much to see, so much to learn. And I think he's got some real competitive edge when it comes to strategy as well. He's been in the FIA. He knows how to interpret those rules.
Yeah. Well, exactly.
It's a very valuable skill to have, especially when it comes to the politics.
Well,
So,
yeah, who knows? Maybe Max won't be getting any more 10-second penalties. They'll just be 5 seconds because Laurent's going to call one of his mates up at the FIA to get the penalties reduced.
oh my goodness. Yeah.
Just while we're on the driver market and Red Bull, Yuki Tsunoda.
Get well
we
soon.
did-
He needs
We
to do
did,
better.
we did put a little poll up on our socials to see where we think he's going to end up next year because rumor mill's swirling again. He's getting dropped.
Yeah.
Is he going to be at Aston, which, I can't see happening?
Mm.
Is he going to be a reserve driver somewhere? Are they going to bench him back to the junior team? Everyone on our poll thinks that he's going to be just a reserve driver somewhere. So, which is such a waste of his talent.
I know. Because it's there.
It is. It's just that car is a tractor. Max is just a
he's
magician.
he's really not had a good trot since
Not at
being in
all.
that Red Bull. And yeah, it's just, again, we're constantly talking about it. It just proves our point when it comes to that car and how undrivable it is for that second driver.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, well, who knows? If Max goes, then
Maybe they want to keep him. I don't know.
it's very interesting.
It's like, when a big driver makes a move, then all these dominoes just start to fall.
Yeah.
So if Max does jump over to Mercedes, we're just going to see domino after domino after domino of just random drivers going to random teams because everyone is going to be panic stations. What do we do? What do we do? And who knows, Red Bull might call up Carlos Sainz again and say, actually, Max has left now. I want to come drive for us. Could you imagine?
And do you know the other thing that plays in the back of my mind as we're all so entirely absorbed and distracted by where is Max going? Is he leaving Red Bull or not? Can you imagine it's just a completely polar opposite driver that decides to drop the bombshell?
Yeah. Yeah, like we just get some other random thing going on.
I don't know. Fernando goes to Mercedes instead. I love this time of year. I love all the movement. I love the shake up. And I love what's going to bring to the end half of the year. But come on, I need answers now.
Exactly. And I also think because they're all in different cars, it's so hard to match them up against each other. It always comes to this stage on which driver's going where. Once a year, once a season, we need all 20 drivers in the exact same machinery to do a quali and a race to see where they actually stack up against each other. Could you imagine all drivers in the exact same car? Where would they fall? Who's fastest, who's slowest? We just don't know because we see Yuki at Racing Bulls putting it in Q3 every week. As soon as he gets to Red Bull, he's dead last. Like, we just need all the drivers just once a season. I don't even care if they're go-karts.
Yeah,
Just the
I don't
same
care what
car.
car it is. I don't care if it's a Lego car.
Like, borrow the F2 cars. We just want to see them race in the same machinery, please.
Yeah.
Oh, that would just be amazing. Just once a season. Like, it's not too much to ask, surely. And that information would be invaluable to all the team principals, all the teams.
And I'm sure you would get so many of the drivers as well going like,
oh, you're actually fast? Oh, I didn't know that.
where did you come from?
Yeah, I didn't know that you were so fast in your Sauber back there. Like,
Yeah. Oh, imagine
Yeah.
Nico gets signed to like somewhere ridiculous. Like it could. My mind is still so stuck in that world of what's going to happen that I just cannot process
Or
or
see.
comprehend anything.
No. And then we also have Cadillac. Who are they signing? They've got all the rumors saying that Perez is going to be confirmed in all but, a week's time. And then we also have
Mick Schumacher.
Bottas. Well, I thought it was
Even that's swirling. Mick Schumacher swirling.
really. I thought that rumor died.
Did it?
I thought it did, but maybe not. Maybe not. He'll probably come back as a reserve driver or something.
It could have died, but yeah, that was swirling for a little while. When did I see this? I feel like it was possibly this week. And he had confirmed that talks were happening between him and Cadillac and that it was progressing well.
Okay.
That was something that I saw and I was like, oh, really? What is happening?
Yeah.
Great for him because, he's obviously not been in a seat for 2 years, but Toto would be rapt about that. Yeah. But again, I want to see Valtteri on the track.
Yeah. It's just bizarre. There's so much to digest and wait for in anticipation.
Yeah.
Give us answers now. Come on. What are you doing?
And I don't think we'll see any new rookies, do you?
Yes, I do. I think Arvid Lindblad we will see for Racing Bulls. 100%. He was in at Silverstone, did a great job. I think he will definitely be on the grid next year.
Yeah.
And then we also had, I can't remember his name, but we had a McLaren driver in as well. And he chucked it on P4 in his practice session. I was like, well done to you. But, obviously McLaren has 2 drivers with long-standing contracts. So don't think we're going to see much movement there. But if someone else snaps him up, only time will tell.
Yeah. God, who's that going to go with now that Christian's gone?
I know. We're gonna need we need a new antagonist.
Yeah.
Christian Horner has left. Who is the new villain?
Hope it's none of my favourites. So yeah.
I know it'll be Flavio for sure.
Unless Christian does actually get picked up by Alpine, but anyway.
I don't know.
Dear. A lot happening, a lot to, further discuss, and as we get all the little crumbs fed to us, we'll have some answers. We do not know, but sooner rather than later.
Please.
Hopefully. Because we're just living in angst until then.
We are. And excitement and anticipation and all the things.
All the
so
things.
It's exciting. I love it.
Absolutely. So exciting.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
Thank you all. And when will we see you next? At Spa.
After Spa. Yes.
How exciting. So we'll catch you next week.
See you later.
Ciao.
Bye.